Hi, everybody. I'm just experimenting here. I know I don't have much time. I got off to a late start. We probably only got 5 minutes. I'm just fooling around with this. I was playing around with this OBS to see if I could put subtitles on my screen. It says live, Comet, NEOWISE, or subscribe to Chuck's Astrophotography. The software is complicated. Howdy. Hello there. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry we're not going to have a lot of time. There's already a power line coming through. I got off to a late start. There was clouds, so I just wanted to get a look at the comet really quick, and I thought I'd invite you guys. There's the comet right here, and we can see some of its tail. But it's I think it's already less than 20 degrees high in the northwest. And I'm going to hit a power line pretty soon. Yep. I apologize that we're going to be hitting that power line. This is probably only going to be a 5-minute live stream, but if anybody wanted to see a quick preview of the comet, there it is. We can still see it, and we can still see the tail. Hey, Mike. Hi, Greg. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry, this is just going to be a quickie today. You only got a few minutes. Yeah, no problem. Even if it's just a few minutes, at least we got to see this comet. I can't get enough of it. I really enjoy watching it, even just visual. And if you're wondering what that is in the upper left, a power line. We're sinking fast. The comet is dipping down into the northwest. It's really low right now. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I know it's getting late on a Friday night. I know we don't have much time. That's what she said. Cool. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. So here is the comet. If you're just joining us, I'm surprised how big it is in relation to the background stars. All the other comets I've captured before were nearly the size of the stars, but this thing is so close to us. And the tail is still easily visible, even though it's getting more faint by the day. Yeah, it was cloudy to start the night off here. That's why I got off to such a late start. I really wanted to do a longer live stream, but oh well. And now we're going to be hitting up against that power line. It does look cool. It is a really cool sight. That is for sure. I'm surprised I'm not hitting any trees yet. Maybe we can just get past this power line and still have a good view. Is the mic okay? I hope the sound is okay. You haven't been able to see it on your own? Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's over here. It's really more clear nights than I've ever seen in my life. I'm not doing deep sky lately. I'm just enjoying the visual experience of this comet. I kind of wrapped up deep sky for the year. Okay, good. Glad the sound is okay. I was playing around with this OBS software trying to get these subtitles going. Now I figured out one little thing at a time. I'm learning subtitles, then maybe multi-windowing next time. Who knows if there is a next time. You never know when the clouds are going to come back. Which USB repeater am I using? Oh man, I have a video on that. If you look for Chuck's Astrophotography USB repeater, you'll find it. I can't break away right now to find it. But if you search my channel, you'll find it. It works great. Just don't keep stepping on them like I do. It will break if you step on the end of it. I was surprised the data yesterday was good enough to make an animation out of. I'd like to just stack it and make a nice Comet image too, but the animation I thought came out pretty good. I posted it on Instagram. Yeah. I don't see any trees in the picture. I'm surprised, but I definitely see some power lines coming. It's going to interfere with the comet. And if you're just joining us, this big circle that looks like a spotlight is the comet, and you can still see the tail, even though I know it's getting more faint by the day. You can rotate the image. I can rotate it, but it won't change anything. The power lines will keep on coming. See that way? That's probably more true to how the comet is positioned, because the Rasa flips. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I know it's pretty late on a Friday night. Yeah, it's amazing how many clear skies we have, and all the tales I hear about everybody else with clouds. Even in the Sunshine State, Florida, I can't believe how much cloudy time they get. I don't know how the comet's going to look once you can see there's so many lines. I'm surprised we're actually not in the trees. I'm not sure exactly where this comet is right now outside. Hopefully these power lines won't completely screw us up and we can still watch the comet. It's the trees that really block the view. But right now I'm definitely up against that power line, or telephone line, whichever, or cable line, whichever ones. It's a mix of all of them. It's going to rain in Phoenix. Oh no. Yeah, how's your weather, Greg? I might have missed it. You getting good weather lately? The exposure right now is 15 seconds, and I'm at gain 0. Is that Dan Bartlett, the comet expert, the one who just got a NASA A-pod, Dan? If it is, I'm honored. Tomorrow, can you make a live stream about, what is that? I don't know. I'll have to look. But, I mean, the weather forecast is all clear tomorrow. Australia. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you're going to be able to see it. It looks like these power lines and telephone lines aren't completely interfering with the comet. I can still see the comet. I can still see the tail, so that's cool. We can keep the stream going a little longer. It's definitely getting low on us, though. I think it's probably dropped below 20 degrees. I'm just surprised we haven't hit any trees yet. Trees are everywhere. No, expert, Dan. Dan is the expert. Not lucky. You know what you're doing. Oh, it looks like I got a satellite going across the screen right here. So the telephone line or power line didn't completely block the view, so that's good. But you can see there's definitely a bunch of them. Let me show you something really quick here. Oops. I want to show you the view. There's the view from my backyard, and I think I'm somewhere around here. Do you set it to custom tracking? No, I don't have it on custom tracking. I'm just tracking on a star right now. I'm just following a star. I don't even know where the comet might be in here. I wonder if the moon is impacting the comet already. I know the moon was out earlier, but it's the illumination wasn't that bad. Wow, there's definitely a lot of power lines and telephone lines and cable lines that I'm going through right now. That's what you see here, a big mix. But you still see the comet nucleus and the tail. It's still easy to see. Hi, Tim. Oh, you're shooting the comet right now? Oh, that's great. I'm sure your view is a lot better than mine. You can see I'm going through a bunch of lines right now. I have a terrible view at the moment from my backyard. It was a much better earlier, but the comet's getting a bit too low for me. The mount is tracking a little better. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it is better lately. Although the focus on my stars is still above 2 when it used to be in the 1.5 range. I think there's something wrong with my camera. Because the focus starts off, the HFR starts off in the 1.5 range, and then within a few minutes it goes right back up to 2. I don't know if the camera is kind of fogging up or something's going on with the camera. I'm not really sure. I mean, the stars still look pinpoint. And if anyone's just joining, we're passing through some telephone lines and power lines. It's an old neighborhood. Everything is above ground. But you can still see the comet nucleus, and you can see the tail of the comet. I think it's still easy to see. No, I not barely. Yesterday was a little better. I got to start earlier and I created a time lapse. I put it on Instagram, but it's still a mono camera. I'd like to stack that data from yesterday. I'm still hoping to get a better view in the coming days. It's supposed to be clear again tomorrow, so maybe I can start earlier. I'm sure your stuff is going to look great, Tim. Oh, it's your first time on my live stream. Hey, welcome aboard. I wish I had a better view, but I'm passing through some lines right now outside. But you can still easily see the comet nucleus and the tail of the comet. This data won't be good enough to stack or create a time lapse of. It was better yesterday when I started earlier, but clouds kind of slowed me down today. I'm sorry I can't read as fast as I see the comments. The HFR increases as the comet gets lower. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, but I'm pointing. In previous nights, I've been having a problem with my HFR that it's always over 2 now, when it used to be in the 1.5 range. It starts off in the 1.5 range every night, but then it just keeps going up for some strange reason when it used to just stay in that range all night. So I still think there's something wrong with my camera. I don't know what else it could be. Very dark in South Texas. Nice. Hello. Hello, Kenneth. Thanks for joining the live stream. If you're just joining right now, I'm definitely passing through some telephone lines and power lines because the comet is getting lower, but we can definitely see the core and the tail. So, yeah, you got the same problem in your backyard. Yep. Yeah. I guess that's a trade-off with the comet being so close to the sun. I guess it was just going to be only visible when it was low, either after sunset or before sunrise. The telephone lines and power lines keep coming. I'm really surprised. How many freaking lines do I have? Well, actually, I think I have 3 groups. Oh, you were on last night, Dan? I'm sorry, I might have missed you. Thanks, Dan. Coming from you. I know you're the expert. And congrats on your NASA A-pod. What direction is it going? It's setting in the northwest right now, and the tail is pointing exactly away from the sun. It would be cool if the comet was speeding along and you saw the tail following the comet, but that's never how it works. Thanks for joining, everybody. I know it's late on a Friday night. I wish I could have started this earlier. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy this right now even more than deep sky imaging. I love the visual experience, just watching stuff like this. You just don't get to see it very often. That blob in the upper right is the tree. Trees are what will really spoil the party. Best state in the U.S.? Wow, I wouldn't even know. I wonder, anyone else have an opinion on that? I never leave Michigan. I rarely even leave the Detroit area. Arizona, yeah, Texas, yep. This is a live view. It's I'm taking 15-second exposure, so that's about as live as I can get it. I'm taking one 15-second exposure after another. You can see all the multitude of lines I'm going through in my backyard. But the lines aren't spoiling the view. We've got the core of the comet there. We can still see the tail. The only thing that will really kill it is that tree in the upper right. I can see the branches getting closer. I think we got a little time left. I'm surprised we lasted as long as we did. It's actually starting to look a little bit clearer in the upper left. if we can get past these lines, I don't see any more coming at the moment, except for that tree. It looks like it wants to maybe swallow the comet. Good morning. I know you told me your name, Kajorman. I never remember. People always tell me their names, their real names as opposed to their handles, but there's too many for me to remember. UFO. Yep, you never know. Definitely, we've got the core, the nucleus of the comet, and we can still see the tail. I know it will be getting more faint by the day. I still hope I can get a really good clear night and at least be able to capture an hour of data from my backyard. So this is really nice to see. We've got a clear patch coming up here. And I'm still tracking in PhD2. It's funny when I see comments come up in my live stream. This is awesome. We've got a clear spot coming here, but look at, we're going to be invaded by tree branches. I can see how they're coming from the top. They're going to swallow me soon. If it's not one, it's the other. I hope you've got a clear view, Tim. Yeah. I was hoping the trees would just stay in this area, but now I can see that they're coming from the top. So that's not good. I'm hoping we get a clear view here before the trees swallow me up. And I'm doing 15-second exposures with gain 0. Oh, here are my settings, by the way. I'm doing gain 0, offset 10, 15-second exposures with the RASA 8 and the CLS filter. We got a little bit of time left before it. Now the tree is extending all the way to the top here. You can see it. I'm being invaded. We'll get a little time here with that. This gap might be our last hurrah. Thanks for joining, everyone. It's getting late on a Friday night. You want to be as cool as me when you grow up? That won't be hard. I'm as nerdy as they come. My nose is still stuffed up. Oh, I'm using, what am I using? I'm using an ASI 1600 mono camera Pro. So we're about to finally get through the lines, but we're going to be hit by the tree, which is going to completely block the view of the comet. Oh, well. It was fun while it lasted. I think we got a few more minutes, but... And here's the nucleus. If you're just joining, there's the nucleus of the comet, and we can still see the tail shining through here. I put these captions on there, live Comet NEOWISE, and subscribe to Chuck's Astrophotography. I hope they aren't annoying people. I should have moved this down lower. The trees are not gonna go away. No problem, Gary. I'm sorry, I'm missing some comments, I know. Jared. Cool. Can I view the comet even though I'm from the northern hemisphere? Sure. That's where I'm viewing it from. It's the southern hemisphere that has had to wait a little bit for this comet. But someone just mentioned earlier they're going to be able to see it in a couple of days. I am using a Rasa 8. I love watching this comet. I can't get enough of it. But I'm taking a break from deep sky, so I'm probably just going to shut everything down after this. I've already captured every bright nebula in the northern hemisphere. I can't think of what to capture, and I'm not really in the mood for going after bright stuff, so I'm taking a break. Yeah, viewable in the northwest. We only got a couple of minutes left before this tree branch is going to completely block my view. I should focus on the tree branches. Thanks everybody for watching. If you just joined, we've got Comet NEOWISE. There's the nucleus, and you can still see the tail going off in the distance here, but we're about to get hit by a tree. And when that happens, I'll probably stop the stream. All we're going to be looking at is really nothing when that happens. Look towards the northwest, maybe 30 degrees. After sunset, look about 30 degrees in the northwest or so, maybe higher than 30 degrees, and you'll see it. Try binoculars. Yeah, I would, if my neighbors would agree, I'd even pay to have their trees cut down. I'd pay to cut down every freaking tree in this neighborhood. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to clear these trees. The trees are just going to keep coming and keep getting worse. And they're about to swallow up the comet. Oh, no problem, Mike. Thanks for watching, Mike. I wish I had a better show, but the clouds stopped me from being... I started an hour later because of clouds. It would have been a little more fun. Good night. Thanks for joining. No problem. Bye. Well, we're still going. See you later. No problem. I'm surprised. Oh, there it goes. Behind the tree. I'm surprised we can still see it. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone. I don't think it's going to get any better from here. I want to see one more exposure, but it's pretty much gone. That's the problem when you're surrounded by trees and telephone lines. The comet is below 20 degrees now, and my view really gets bad at this point. Yep, there's the comet right there. Yep. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining. It wasn't a very long show, but I had fun. I hope you did too.